I'm 81, and I realized too late what love really meant. My hands are shaking as I tell you this, not from old age, but from the weight of what I'm about to share with you. I'm 81 years old, and I wasted 53 years of my life not knowing what love really meant. Listen closely. What I'm about to tell you could save you from the biggest regret of your life. You see, I thought I knew everything about love. I read the romance novels. I watched the movies. I dreamed of that perfect man who would sweep me off my feet and make my heart race forever. But I was wrong, so terribly wrong. And now, sitting here in my small apartment, looking at old photographs with trembling hands, I finally understand. But it's too late for me. It doesn't have to be too late for you. My name is Margaret. And this is the truth nobody told me when I was young. When I was 23, I met Robert. He wasn't the most handsome man. He didn't have much money. He was a simple carpenter with calloused hands and a quiet smile. But oh, how he loved me. He would wake up early every Sunday to make me breakfast. He remembered how I liked my tea. He listened when I talked about my day, really listened, not just waiting for his turn to speak. But I didn't see it. I didn't feel it. Because I was waiting for fireworks. I was waiting for passion, for grand gestures, for the kind of love they wrote about in books. The Bible says in 1 Corinthians 13:4-7, "Love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud. It does not dishonor others, it is not self-seeking, it is not easily angered, it keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres." I read those words back then. I even underlined them in my Bible. But I didn't understand them. Not really. So I married someone else. I married Charles because he was exciting. He was charming. He made my heart race. He bought me flowers and jewelry and took me to expensive restaurants. For the first 2 years, I thought I had found true love. Then the flowers stopped coming. The jewelry became less frequent. The excitement faded. And what was left? A man who didn't know how I liked my tea. A man who didn't listen when I spoke. A man who was always looking for the next exciting thing. We stayed married for 31 years, not because of love, but because of pride, because of what people would say, because I didn't want to admit I had made a mistake. Robert? He married someone else too, a woman named Sarah. And I watched from a distance as he loved her the same way he tried to love me. I watched him grow old with her. I watched him hold her hand at church. I watched him care for her when she got sick. And I finally understood. Listen to me now. Are you listening? This is important. Love isn't a feeling. Love is a choice. Love isn't butterflies in your stomach. Love is someone choosing you every single day, even when you're difficult, even when you're not at your best. Stop this video right now and share it with someone on your contact list. Please. This might be the video that changes their life. This might save them from the regret that's eating me alive. Because I need you to understand what took me 8 decades to learn. I thought love was supposed to make me happy. I thought love was supposed to be easy and exciting and romantic all the time. But real love is sacrifice. Jesus showed us this. John 15:13 says, "Greater love has no one than this, to lay down one's life for one's friends." Robert laid down his life for me in small ways every day. He sacrificed his sleep to make me breakfast. He sacrificed his time to listen to my stories. He sacrificed his pride to serve me. But I was too blind to see it. I was chasing a fantasy while reality was standing right in front of me with open arms. Charles gave me excitement. But Robert would have given me a lifetime of faithfulness. Charles gave me temporary happiness, but Robert would have given me lasting peace. Do you see the difference? The world tells you to follow your heart, to find someone who makes you happy, to look for chemistry and attraction and passion. But your heart is a liar. Jeremiah 17:9 says, "The heart is deceitful above all things and beyond cure. Who can understand it?" My heart led me astray. My heart chose excitement over steadiness. My heart chose temporary pleasure over eternal commitment. And now I'm paying the price. Charles left me when I was 68. He found a younger woman who made him feel alive again. After all those years, he just walked away. And you know what hurt the most? It wasn't the betrayal. It was the realization that I had thrown away something precious for something worthless. Robert passed away 3 years ago. I went to his funeral. I watched Sarah cry over his casket, and I knew those were the tears of a woman who had been truly loved. Those should have been my tears. That should have been my life. But I chose wrong. Now let me tell you something that might shock you. Something that goes against everything the world teaches. Love isn't about finding the right person. Love is about being the right person. You heard me correctly. Stop looking for someone to complete you. Stop waiting for someone to make you happy. 1 Corinthians 13:8 says, "Love never fails." But my kind of love failed because it wasn't really love at all. It was selfishness dressed up as romance. True love doesn't fail because true love isn't based on feelings. It's based on commitment, on choice, on waking up every day and deciding to love even when you don't feel like it, especially when you don't feel like it. I look at young people today and I see myself. I see them chasing the same illusions I chased. I see them swiping left and right, looking for someone who makes them feel a certain way. I see them leaving good people because the spark is gone, because they're bored, because they think there's something better out there. And I want to shake them and tell them, stop. You're making the same mistake I made, but they won't listen. Just like I didn't listen when older people tried to warn me. So I'm begging you, please listen to me now. If you have someone in your life who is faithful, who is kind, who shows up for you every day, even when it's hard, don't let them go. Don't chase the fantasy. Hold on to the reality. Subscribe to this channel right now. Hit that like button, because this message needs to reach as many people as possible before they make the same mistake I did. The Bible tells us in Proverbs 31:10, "A wife of noble character who can find? She is worth far more than rubies." This isn't just about wives. This is about finding someone of character, someone of substance, someone who fears the Lord and lives with integrity. Robert was that kind of man, but I couldn't see it because I was blinded by my own foolish desires. I wanted someone who would make me feel special. But Robert wanted to make me his priority. There's a difference, a huge difference. Feelings come and go. Priorities stay. Charles made me feel special on our anniversary, on my birthday, when he wanted something from me. But I was never his priority. His career was his priority. His friends were his priority. His own pleasure was his priority. Robert would have made me his priority every single day, rain or shine, sick or healthy, young or old. That's what I lost. That's what I threw away. And the pain of that realization is worse than any physical pain I've ever experienced. You might be thinking, Margaret, you can't change the past. Why are you torturing yourself? I'm not torturing myself. I'm warning you. Because I see the same patterns everywhere. I see people choosing looks over character, chemistry over compatibility, excitement over stability, And it breaks my heart because I know how this story ends. It ends with regret. Deep, soul-crushing regret. Ecclesiastes 4:9-10 says, "Two are better than one, because they have a good return for their labor. If either of them falls down, one can help the other up. But pity anyone who falls and has no one to help them up." I fell many times in my life, and Charles was never there to help me up. He was too busy with his own pursuits. But I watched Robert help Sarah up again and again until his very last breath. That's love. Real love. Not the Hollywood version, not the fairy tale version, but the biblical version. The version where love is patient during arguments, where love is kind even when you're annoying, where love perseveres through cancer, through job loss, through disappointment, through ordinary days that feel mundane. I wanted extraordinary, but God designed us for faithful. I wanted passion, but God designed us for partnership. I wanted romance, but God designed us for real, sacrificial, Christ-like love. And I missed it. I completely missed it. Now I sit here alone. Charles is gone. Robert is gone. And I have nothing but memories of what could have been. Do you know what the worst part is? The worst part is knowing that Robert would have stayed, even if I had gotten sick, even if I had lost my looks, even if I had become difficult to live with. He would have stayed because that's what real love does. Real love doesn't leave when things get hard. Real love doesn't trade you in for a newer model. Real love doesn't give up when the feelings fade. Please, I'm begging you, share this video right now. Take a few seconds to send it to someone you care about. This could be the message that saves their marriage. That helps them appreciate what they have. That changes the entire trajectory of their life. Don't let them learn this lesson at 81 like I did. Hebrews 13:4 tells us, "Marriage should be honored by all, and the marriage bed kept pure. For God will judge the adulterer and all the sexually immoral." I honored my marriage vows to Charles, but I didn't honor the opportunity God gave me with Robert. I didn't honor the good thing that was right in front of me because I was too busy chasing shadows. Young people, old people, married people, single people, listen to me. If you're single, stop looking for someone who gives you butterflies. Look for someone who gives you peace. Someone who makes you want to be better. Someone who loves God more than they love you. Because if they love God first, they'll know how to love you right. If you're married and you're bored, if the spark is gone, if you're thinking about leaving, stop right now. That boredom? That's not a sign you married the wrong person. That's a sign you've stopped choosing them. Start choosing them again. Start serving them again. Start seeing them the way God sees them. The spark didn't go out. You stopped adding wood to the fire. I know this now, but I learned it too late. Don't be like me. Don't wait until you're 81, sitting alone, crying over photographs, wishing you could go back and make different choices. Make the right choice now. Choose character over charisma. Choose faithfulness over feelings. Choose commitment over chemistry. 1 Peter 4:8 says, "Above all, love each other deeply, because love covers over a multitude of sins." Robert's love would have covered my mistakes, my flaws, my bad days, my worst moments. But I never gave him the chance. I want to tell you something else. Something that might sound strange coming from an 81-year-old woman. It's not too late for you, even if you've made mistakes, even if you've chosen wrong, even if you're reading this and realizing you let the right person go. God is a God of redemption. He can restore what was lost. He can heal what was broken. But you have to choose differently. You have to stop believing the lies the world tells you about love. Subscribe now if you haven't already. Click that like button, because every person who sees this message is one more person who might be saved from my regret. I'm 81 years old. My body is failing. My time is short. But if my story can help just one person choose wisely, if it can help one marriage survive, if it can help one young person see what real love looks like, then maybe my mistakes weren't completely in vain. Robert showed me what love looked like. He lived out 1 Corinthians 13 every single day. He was patient with my moods. He was kind even when I wasn't. He didn't keep a record of my wrongs. He protected me. He trusted me. He hoped for me. And I threw it away. Don't throw it away. Don't let temporary feelings destroy permanent blessings. Don't let foolish pride cost you a lifetime of peace. Don't let the world's definition of love rob you of God's design for love. Song of Solomon 8:6-7 says, "Place me like a seal over your heart, like a seal on your arm, for love is as strong as death, its jealousy unyielding as the grave. It burns like blazing fire, like a mighty flame. Many waters cannot quench love, rivers cannot sweep it away." That's the kind of love Robert offered me. Strong, unyielding, unquenchable, but I was looking for fireworks instead of a steady flame. Fireworks are beautiful. They light up the sky. They make you gasp with excitement, but they fade quickly, and then you're left in the dark. A steady flame? A steady flame keeps you warm through the coldest nights. It lights your way when you can't see. It lasts. That's the difference I finally understand. So here's what I want you to do after you finish watching this video. First, share it. Please. Share it with everyone you know. This message could save someone's life, someone's marriage, someone's future. Second, if you're married or in a relationship, go to that person right now and thank them. Thank them for staying. Thank them for trying. Thank them for being there. Thank them for the small things they do that you don't notice. For making your coffee. For taking out the trash. For working hard. For coming home. For choosing you. Third, if you've been taking someone for granted, stop. Right now, stop. See them with new eyes. Appreciate them. Serve them. Love them the way Christ loved the church. And fourth, if you're single and you're dating someone good, but you're thinking of leaving because you don't feel that spark, I want you to pray. Really pray. Ask God to show you the difference between infatuation and love, between fantasy and reality, between what you want and what you need. Because sometimes what we want will destroy us, but what we need will save us. I wanted Charles, but I needed Robert. And now it's too late. Please, don't let it be too late for you. I'm 81 years old. I don't have much time left on this earth. But if you're hearing my voice right now, it's not an accident. God brought you to this video for a reason. Maybe you're about to make a terrible mistake. Maybe you're about to leave someone who truly loves you. Maybe you're about to chase after someone who will break your heart. Stop. Listen to the voice of someone who's been there. Someone who's lived the consequences. Choose love. Real love. Biblical love. Sacrificial love. Choose the person who serves you, not the person who excites you. Choose the person who stays, not the person who promises. Choose faithfulness over feelings. And if you're watching this and you realize you are the Robert in someone's life, the one who loves faithfully but isn't appreciated, don't give up. Keep loving. Keep serving. Keep being who God called you to be. Your reward is in heaven. And one day, someone will look back and realize what they had in you. I realize it now, 53 years too late, but I realize it. Thank you for listening to an old woman's regret. Thank you for giving me these few minutes to share my heart. Please subscribe. Please like this video. Please share it everywhere, not for me, but for all the people who need to hear this before they make the same mistake I made. May God bless you. May He give you wisdom to recognize real love when it's standing right in front of you. And may you never have to sit alone at 81, crying over what could have been. Choose wisely. Choose love. The real kind, before it's too late.